Overstimulated. Overstimulated.
You're gonna let me like party what?
Overstimulated.
Yeah, I was at the pub, had a few games with my
Overstimulated.
yeah, and then I was on this 3-day Charlie.
Overstimulated.
This shit on that cat, yeah.
Overstimulated.
Hit me once.
Overstimulated.
Maybe like 300 grams.
Overstimulated.
Fucking show what the hell I was watching.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another installment of the Overstimulated podcast.
I'm Danny.
Oh, shit. I'm Ryan.
Fluke. I'm Babyface. What's good?
That is Babyface.
Word.
Live and direct.
And this episode is brought to you by CBD for Babies. Because why not? Yeah.
That's that. So Babyface, shit's been going crazy for you this week.
Yeah, it's just been going stupid. Like, since I dropped All That Matters, it's been going wild.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So bring us through that.
I mean, so, like, it's just... I don't know. I had this song. I'll just explain the whole story of All That Matters. I wrote the song at MSU, like, just a random night. We was just macking. Zaytula threw on a beat. I was fucking with the beat. Shit was fire. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna write a hook to it. I wrote the hook, wrote the verses. It was just really fast. The shit happened like that. And recorded it. Like, we already knew off rip, like, as soon as we recorded the song, like, I don't know if I had the video on my phone, but you could see us. We was just dancing to that shit, and it was just like, yo, shit's gonna go crazy. So, like, we had that shit. I recorded it at my boy John, who lives out in Palisades Park. I recorded it at his studio. Got it mixed. I've been holding on to it. I had it before I released my last project, Playground, so this shit's been around for a while. But I've just been sitting on it, just been waiting for it.
You finally found the moment recently?
August 19th. Dropped that shit. It's just been going stupid, man. I've been getting people from all around the world hit me up about that shit. Like, it's just been going crazy, bro. It's just been insane.
What's the craziest spot you have a fan from?
I don't even know. I really don't even know. Like, people have been hitting me up from everywhere, but like, the most people, like, the outside of this country, the people who have been hitting me up the most are like people from England, people from France, pretty much. But I have fans in like South America, like everywhere. That's crazy.
That's
bro.
wild.
It's fucking insane, bro.
Yeah, Europe's like a crazy hip hop.
Yeah, yo, like, I've been targeting like Instagram ads there because I just know, like, this, like, even like what I'm doing in the video is kind of foreign to them. Like, they haven't seen like a neighborhood like Brooklyn. Like, we were out in Brooklyn for the video. They haven't seen like a kid like me, just like an American kid like me, like smoking weed and like singing like that and just rapping like that and just having fun with his niggas and shit. Like, so I was just like, if I target out there, people are just gonna get attracted to that shit. Like, just
I was watching like a Schoolboy Q interview recently, and he was saying that like these like American shows he does like just don't live up to the shit in Europe.
I can imagine.
Yeah.
Like,
because these kids like they don't have that at all. They're
like,
not used to it.
Yeah,
it's not built into their culture like it is here.
They're
on way more drugs.
Yeah.
Probably.
Maybe.
I would figure, to be honest.
Yeah,
but,
from what I've heard.
Yeah.
So you've been like real active this year.
Yeah.
Was there like a moment where you decided like this is the year I really start pushing, or were you just kind of keeping up momentum?
That's a great question. I don't know, man. I've always been about momentum, like, to be honest, but like I was with my videographer just talking to him about this shit, like literally what you just asked me. Like, I've always been about momentum and pushing, but like, cause like, bro, even back 2 years ago around this time, or no, I would say like a year and a half ago, like around like April of 2018, I had hella songs in the cut, like just always working on music, but like I wasn't necessarily working the smartest, and I don't know everything I know now. So like just this year, it's been a culmination of like all my experience, like musically, as a person, as like a man, like just growing up, and then like just deciding what I want for myself and the steps that I need to take to get what I want, you feel me? And then like just I credit, like, shout out It's Wonderful, shout out my boy John Ace, that's my engineer, one of my engineers besides Tom. Like the beginning of, so I dropped Places in November, and then like throughout December and January and like part of February, literally I was mainly just with John Ace and It's Wonderful, and like we kind of just went through like this process like of being just, we were just locked in the studio, not necessarily just making music, just because John did an internship at a studio that I also internship at, 4XMG out in Nutley. Shout out Matt, who's Reggie P's manager. But I did an internship out there for a few months. I got fired to keep it a buck because I was being late. So
Yeah, you know, was late as shit.
But I was shooting a video, so like I had an excuse this time.
It's all good.
But like, yeah. So that just goes back to what Tom was saying about my issue with being late. But like, John did that internship before me, like months before me. Like last year, I did it over the summer. So last year, like during fall, he was doing that internship, and then me, him, and It's Wonderful kind of just sat down, and we kind of just he like showed us those principles of just being about your work, like setting goals for yourself every day and shit. And like we would just be sitting in the studio, sometimes not even recording. Like, all right, so it could be like a day could go like this. Like if we all slept in the studio, like I would wake up. It's Wonderful. My fault. I called him out of turn. It's Wonderful. We'll wake up.
We'll bleep that.
Yeah. And then John will wake up. So it could be like anything. Could wake up and then be like, all right, I'm about to go do some cover art. Like I got a cover art job. Then I'll wake up and I'll be like, yo, I've had this song written for this kid for a while. I'm gonna record it. So me and John start recording, and then it will just be over there. And then once my shit is done with recording, I gotta go do whatever. Hit up like 10 people. Be like, yo, if you need recording or engineering or songwriting, look for me. Like more than 10 people most of the time. Like, and just do whatever he do. He might have to engineer like a session that he has from somebody, and then John will just be hitting people up or doing something. You feel me? Like it was just that kind of environment where it was work oriented. Like we weren't about no games. Stop. Ironically, I met the shorty that I'm with during that period of time. We gave up shorties, gave up weed. Like it was that type of shit. Like we was locked the fuck in. Like
She's producing for you too,
yeah,
right?
yeah. Blind Eye, she produced. That's great. Yo, y'all,
That's dope.
y'all go crazy. Y'all know all that. But yeah,
The one thing we couldn't get down was your real name.
Clifford Jean-Louis.
We got it.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, because we both, me and Danny both reached out to you, and we didn't even like talk about it with each other because
that's
like he
dope.
didn't know you were the same person because of your Twitter handle.
Oh yeah. How
was
about this
like-
Cliff?
Yeah.
But Clifford, that's where
He was
Yeah.
like, yo, I got this guy named Babyface. And I was like, oh, that's so dope. I got this guy a little while ago.
Word.
And I had no idea it was you.
Yeah.
And then we put 2 and 2 together, and I was
I
like,
was like, oh shit.
We did that.
Yeah.
dude, how'd it feel waking up one morning and just seeing your shit was on No Jumper?
I knew when it was going up. So like I was just waiting for it. Like I was like, bro, to keep it a buck, I was at this show on Thursday, bro, and to be keeping it a buck, the show was a movie. Like the show was a movie, but like I got there late because I was doing the right thing, and I went to go pick up my shorty, so she didn't have to take an Uber because she was kind of on the way for me to get my haircut. But then when I checked the GPS, she was actually out of the way.
Gentleman
so
shit.
Yeah, like
Were you on time?
no. So I wasn't on time. So I performed in front of like 7 people, bro. And I was so like, and everybody was like out. There was hella heads outside. There was like 50 heads outside. So like that was the day before the No Jumper post. But I knew the No Jumper post was coming, and I was tight because like I'm like y'all could tell I'm work oriented, and I was just mad as hell. Like I missed out on an opportunity that's potential fans, potential customers and shit, like all that shit. So I was tight as fuck. Like I don't really be getting tight. Like I be chilling, but like it's mad as hell. And like I popped out of this shit like on some Kanye shit, like mad as fuck. Like yo, my song about to be on fucking No Jumper. I just performed that shit. Y'all all missed that shit. That was the best performance here. I came out on some wild shit. Y'all will probably never see me do that shit. But like I came out on some wild shit because I was just mad as hell. Like, and then like the next day I was kind of just getting over that shit because I was just tight. So like I woke up in New York that day because I stayed at my friend's house. He was just playing 2K and shit. So I played the new 2K with him, smoking dope. I went back to Jersey, was smacking, picked up my shorty, and I was just chilling, like basically just smacking, just waiting for the No Jumper post.
Yeah.
And posted it.
Just a regular day?
Yeah, regular day. And
So
that
just
shit's
bad people in your DM.
fucking crazy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Stupid.
Is it the amount of people hitting you up like just crazy different after that?
Yeah. The amount of beats that I have in my email, like I have numerous beat packs, people hitting me up for beat packs, people hitting me up for collabs, people just hitting me up in general just to show love. Like, it's wild. It was already like up from just All That Matters in general, but like after the No Jumper, it was just stupid. It's so stupid.
What advice would you give to an artist who like is sitting on tracks and just doesn't know what to do?
Playing. Yo, I be seeing people say like, I just work with no plan, bro. That's the dumbest thing you could ever do. And like, you have to plan, bro. You have to, like, it doesn't necessarily have to be a step-by-step thing, but you have to have identify what you want and then identify the means that you're going to get it by. Like, it may not be a step-by-step, but it just got to be like, all right, I'm going to do this, and this is going to be a part of my process to get here. Maybe you do some figuring out along the way, but you have to have it mapped out. Because, I had this for the longest time. So, like, I had this mapped out. Like, people would be like, yo, I'm proud of you and stuff. Like, nah, bro. Like, this was literally just me being thoughtful about the track. I knew it was a hot track. I knew what I wanted to do. I knew how I wanted to invest in it. I did that. Like, me and my girl, we sent out, like, hundreds of emails before the song even dropped, bro. And, like, not even that many people got back to us. But, like, the thing with me, I feel like people did get back to us, which is always a good thing. But I feel like it's that name recognition. Like, people, like, I had, like, it was some DJ who be with Rick Ross and stuff. He responded to my shit, and he said he was gonna do consulting. He never got back to me, but still, my name is in his email. Like, it's a name. He heard the song. Like, regardless, like, if you heard the song, you saw my name, that's something. Like,
Yeah,
that's anything.
Yeah, it's kind of like with the podcast game too. I feel like it's just a matter of getting your name in front of people,
like,
as
just
often
see
as
you,
you can.
because once it comes up again, people are gonna be like, wait, I saw that name. Maybe I should check it out. Like, that's just how people work.
Yeah.
So, like, yo, that's dope. The Faces cover right there. Am I tweaking? Is that a Faces cover?
Yeah, that is I bought that. I like
Rest in
saw
peace,
like
Mac Miller.
saw an Instagram ad for that.
That's
And
dope.
it's made by a 16-year-old kid.
That's
I
fire.
wish I had the name on me right now because I would shout it out. But
Right,
like
but-
crazy.
Shout out to him regardless. It's
Yeah.
fire.
What's your favorite Mac project? Sorry, Danny.
Faces.
Faces?
Yeah.
Me too.
Like, when I was a junior in high school or something like that, it dropped. I was like, everything.
That was such a
all I was
dope
playing-
time
yeah.
for rap, man.
Yeah, such a dope time. Oh, I also like his Delusional Thomas project.
Yeah.
I never got too into that.
I don't know. For some reason, I was addicted to that. But I was addicted to all Mac back then. Like, it's kind of sad because, like, Faces dropped, and then, like, after Faces, I wasn't as big of a... Because I think after Faces, he did that album about... it was either Good AM or the one with, like, that was mostly about Ariana Grande. I forget.
It was Good AM.
Good
and
AM.
Then, and then the other one.
I rock with Good AM a little bit, but, like, it was Good AM was good too. It's a good, but, like, it wasn't. I don't know, for some reason it didn't, because I guess there was a lot of music going on. Like, the way that music is, there's just so much music going on. So, like, you might skip over a project or something. So, like, Mac, I played it, but I wasn't, like, super heavy on it. Good AM, and then the Divine Feminine or Feminist, I believe it was, or
Divine Feminine, yeah.
Divine Feminine. I wasn't super into that either. I played a few tracks. Like, my girl at the time played a few tracks, and, like, that was cool or whatever. And then, like, he dropped Swimming, and I'm like, yo, this is fire. But I didn't, like, necessarily fall in love with it like I was supposed to. And then, like, I used to be the biggest Mac fan. Like, I used to be a huge Mac fan. And then, like, literally a month later, dude dies, and I'm like, damn.
That was the same with me with Swimming.
damn.
Yeah, because it was like Astroworld dropped that same day.
Yeah, bro,
And-
hella
Yeah.
music is out, and then
Yeah,
I'm
it's
making
tough.
my own music.
He
and
always
it's
did
like,
that too.
Yeah,
I mean,
like,
Good AM was the same time as Untitled Unmastered. by
Yeah,
Kendrick.
And then he, I know, like watching movies was the same day.
there's
Some crazy
Jesus
shit too.
and Born Sinner.
Okay, there you
Damn.
go.
So,
Yeah,
like, but he
I
was
respect
never
that,
afraid
though.
of that, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
but that's like the way, because I like days like that.
Yeah,
where, like
what's-
you wake up and you have fucking
you have 3
new
albums to listen
Yeah.
to from your favorite artist.
Yeah.
It's like, yo,
The thing with Swimming though is it's like the perfect album for him to leave
bro.
off on.
Yeah,
Like it almost is eerie how
it's eerie.
That's right.
like
It's eerie,
yeah
very eerie.
um
I don't know about that, man. It's very
Yeah.
eerie.
Some
Yeah.
lines you listen back to, and you're like, oh my god.
You're like, damn, he was struggling.
it like felt like the end too. It's like the end credits to a movie almost.
But it's like he could have been, like, bro, he's like one of the most talented dudes in hip hop. Like,
Oh yeah.
like literally, people don't give him enough credit. Like, dude's crazy.
I was
Insane.
bored at work the other day, and I was like looking at the article and like
Yeah.
the court case and everything, and all the transcriptions about the guy that sold him the drugs.
Yeah, oh, I haven't looked into that yet. Let me know.
I
Let's do
somehow found the lady that like set him up with the hooker that night,
that. Wow.
and I was looking at the comments, and this lady has so many pictures of her baby, and everybody's like, "Oh, you feed that baby fentanyl too?"
Oh,
Damn.
Yeah,
the internet is so
The
brutal,
internet,
man.
does not, the internet does not care about nothing, bro.
Nah. And like you could like pretend you don't care about it, but if you had a kid and you read that, it would
I'll be
definitely
like-
feel a little bit of a way.
you could be doing good shit.
Yeah.
People are still
Still coming at you.
But you just gotta think like who is that,
That
sending
word,
this?
like-
do I give a fuck? No.
Yo, like, bro, it's kind of funny because like with all this, like, I'm not getting it heavy, But like, you know, when you're like I'm still like on the local scene, but like when you're like not in front of the eyes of many, it's like, all right, it's all positive. But now like that I'm in front of more people, I'm seeing like more people say like negative stuff, and I'm like, I'm just really kind of learning just to brush it off, because like at the end of the day, it's about how you feel about your stuff, and like it's also just, it's cool to get other people's opinions. Like sometimes like somebody will say some negative stuff, I'll be like, all right, why do you feel like that? And then like they'll come up with some BS reason, like why they like, or they'll say something that might be legitimate, but it's not really like I remember like when I was doing the rap Olympics, like I did this Suge freestyle, and that one had like the most views, and somebody was like trash, and I was like, why do you think it's trash? And they were like, audio quality sucks. I'm like, okay, that doesn't make it trash. I just didn't really have this track mixed, so like, and then the next, I'm already prepared with the next one that I got it mixed, so like, and then that person was just like, thanks. And I'm like,
There you go.
like,
Yeah.
if you just confront them on some nice shit, like,
Yeah.
what's your reasoning, man? Like, like, if somebody has something negative to say about my music, I'm about my craft. So like, if you feel something's bad, especially people whose opinions I respect, like if I'm working with you, like if Tom, John, if I'm in the booth with them, I'm always gonna be like, yo, you think it's hot? Like, if you think it's hot, and if it's not hot, they'll tell me like,
Yeah.
I'm not fucking with this. I'll be like, all right, bet, let's do something different. Let's go in a different direction. Like,
You
Yeah.
can't be surrounding yourself with yes men.
yes,
That's
bro.
a dangerous place to be at.
I don't know even how you do that. You have to have some kind of, be grounded in reality at some point to know that like not everything you do is right. Like you can try. Like obviously like I feel like doing this is all about the mentality. So like I had that mentality like, yeah, everything I do is right, but like sometimes you need somebody to say like, that's not hot. Go in this direction. Like it's just a part of the shit.
And even if you don't choose to like give in to what they don't like about it, it's at least like in the back of your head.
Exactly.
And it's like it's good because that shit just pushes
You exactly.
Yeah.
Like even me, like I'll tell you about the rap Olympics. Like the rap Olympics, yo, right? And like it wasn't like 30 days straight because like life be getting in the way. But I was trying my hardest to do 30. I didn't even do 30. I did like 28. But I had like 28 freestyles in the midst, I would say, of 35 days, maybe less. And like it was like some shit where you have to check yourself, like where you be like I would send the shit to my shorty and she would be like, nah, this is a mid-ass bar, you gotta change that shit. Or I would be like, yo, is this corny or not? And she would be like, yeah, it's corny. I'd be like, I know it's corny, I gotta change that shit. Like
Yeah.
it's a part of it though, and like that's why like that repetition shit is good, because like you start to be able to police yourself, like, all right, this is ass, this is not a good melody, like this is why you get your reps up, because
Yeah.
that way
There's
you
like
can tell.
something I've heard it called demoitis, where it's like you don't even know if your shit's good anymore because you've just heard this demo so many
much
times.
Yeah, nah.
And like I've definitely run into that. I know people run into that, and it's like they could be sitting on some shit that everyone would love, but you
Yeah,
just
bro.
might not like it anymore.
Bro, that's like, I feel like that was the whole story of my like first year of making music. Like I don't know, like not my first year, but like in 2018, I made 2 projects. I only dropped 1. Like I had so many songs in the cut, and I had a lot of songs that people probably would have liked, but I just never dropped them. And then even with All That Matters, I knew it was a slap, but I had it for so long, like I forgot what it felt like to listen to it for the first time. So like as an artist, you forget like it's like that's like such a beautiful moment, bro. Like when you hear your shit for the first time, because if you like with how I am, like I overplay the fuck out of my shit. So like after the point that I don't hear it again, after the point that like I've heard it for the first time, it'll never be like the first listen ever again. Even though I feel like All That Matters is a song that gets better after you play it more, it's just not like that exhilaration that you feel when you got a hit. You like, damn, this shit is fire. And you just be in there. It's like adrenaline, bro. Like
Once the vocals come back, it's a drug.
Yeah,
like
it's
you want that feeling more and more.
more, bro. Bro, it's crazy.
Then the better it gets, it's like damn.
It's like, what the fuck? It's great, bro.
Were you making music like for years, or is it just the last couple years?
I've been writing rap since I was 13,
Okay.
but I stopped when I was like 16 because I didn't think it was possible, like because of school and all that the dumb shit, like it just made me believe that I couldn't do it. And then like I dropped out last spring, not the spring of 2019, but the spring of 2018. I dropped out of school because like I just had a weird school situation that I had been in school like part-time for a certain amount of time and then full-time for some amount of time, and I had to start over like after my first 2 semesters. I was just like, bro, I'm not fucking with this shit. It's wasting my time. Because I was at CCM. I don't know if y'all ever heard of CCM, but like the curriculum is like some high school shit, and I was like, bro, I'm coming in doing this shit. This shit I don't even barely go to class, bro. I be coming up here to just chill. So I was like, yo, I might as well put my time and effort into what I love doing, you feel me? So I just dropped out. But like I started making like recording music. Like even when I was writing raps, I never recorded music because I didn't have money to go to the studio. So like 2017 in like I would say June, I started going to the studio. And like before I was ass, bro. Like I tweeted some shit. Like niggas used to laugh at me when I pulled up to the studio, dead ass, because I would be in the booth like, and I'd be nervous as a motherfucker, like, cause like when I first went to the studio, it was probably a bad first studio experience. My first few times in the studio, I was in there with like 8 heads in there, like, and I'm like, and I don't know like half of them. I'm like, fuck, nigga, like this is. I be writing these shits in my room. This is like some personal shit, nigga. like I don't even know how to get this shit off here. Like I ain't have no swag, like no confidence. Like I was just like, I don't know.
So I feel like it's kind of nice, like even if it's not your final setup, just having like your own mic,
something inside your crib, so you can just. I mean, I had something in my crib, but like it's nothing like when you're in the studio. Like now it's cool. Like if all y'all was in the studio and we was about to record, I was about to record a verse, I'd just be macking, I'll just do it. Like it might take me a couple takes, but like I wouldn't be on some nervous shit. It was just because that's how my process is. But like
when you're starting, it's weird.
Yeah, when you're starting, it's like. It's all these fucking people just looking at the mic, you standing up next to it, you like, I don't know, bro. Like, studio fright is a very real thing.
And like finding your voice on the mic, too, is
on
like...
the mic, bro, because like...
takes years.
Yeah, bro. Because like, even my friend commented about it yesterday, because I sent him like our first music video that like me and... I don't know if you guys know the song Windows, but like, that's like the second song on my SoundCloud. I don't even sound like that no more. Like, I don't sound like that shit at all. Like at all. It's kind of crazy. And before I couldn't even really sing like that, like, and like, I mean, which is funny because when I was younger I used to sing, but like I kind of just lost it because my voice got deep. So my voice got deep as hell, so like I had to figure out how to like actually sing, you feel me?
That's what happened to me too.
Yeah, like I used to be singing all the time, and like
3rd grade I was great. We had 2 kinds of chorus. It was like the regular chorus and select chorus you had to audition for. All the bitches were in the select chorus.
You had to get in there.
So I did that, and then we sang at like a Lakewood Blue Claws game, a local baseball team.
Yeah.
I had such a big dick for like all of elementary.
Telling everyone it was the national anthem.
Yeah. And then you know, my voice got deeper.
It was like, it's not so loud now.
No one wants to get a baseball game now.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, for every guest, we get him a gift.
Hey.
And we do it Oprah style, so it's under your seat. And I have another question for you after you find it.
All right. This is,
I hope
You might have to reach. It's probably pretty deep down there.
Word. Hey, this is fire. Oh, this is fucking dope. Y'all are lit.
Yeah, dude, that's 3D printing. That's the future.
Fire. The future
in
That's
your
exactly
hands,
what the
dude.
fuck I was saying. What the fuck is this case? This is dope as fuck.
All right,
Man,
so
this is
I
fire.
feel like a huge struggle that artists have is when they put like a lot of effort into one song and you're like, oh, this is it. And before all that matters, I feel like you definitely had at least one track. You're like, everyone's gonna fuck with this, and it turned out that it wasn't.
I mean, so like, I don't know. I guess my biggest disappointment from the song was Blind Eyes, because I really thought Blind Eyes was the fucking one. Like, I thought that was and people were telling me like that's the one, but sometimes like, I don't know if I said this earlier, but nah, that's not. I didn't say this earlier, but it has to do with what I said earlier about working smarter. Like, success is not by accident. Like, so like there were songs that I thought were the one that I believe probably could have been the one if I practiced what I'm doing right now with All That Matters and like invested my money in certain places and shit and like got it in front of certain people and put like energy behind it. Like, this is the hardest I worked for any song, bro. Like, sending that shit out, like whatever, like anything, putting money into it, like making sure my video was done weeks before the song was being released. Like, and obviously I'm gonna continue that trend like for the next songs that I put out. But like, I feel like I had Hell, I have Blind Eyes. I feel like those two, and even before, like in the summer last year, people were telling me like Dispatch could have been the one. But like for me, Hell and Blind Eyes, I was like, yo, when I made Hell, like I made that shit out in Vegas. I was rapping over the beat. I'm like, yo, I'm about to get the fuck out of here, son. That shit was crazy.
What were you doing in Vegas?
Huh? I was just with my family. It was my birthday. Like, they just brought me out there for my
tight.
birthday and shit. And that shit was dope. But I didn't do no gambling or no shit. I was really just in the crib, to be honest, making music. I was in the crib and I was at the Rocky Mountains, writing places pretty much the whole time. So, like, fucking, yeah, Hell, I thought was gonna get me the fuck out of here, but I didn't and Hell did well. Like, Hell got I'm not gonna say like huge traction, but people fuck with Hell. But like, it was not what I thought it was gonna be. And then like Blind Eyes, excuse me, I'm sorry. Blind Eyes I thought was gonna be the fucking one. Blind Eyes I thought that shit was gonna be the one. And then like, I thought that was gonna be the one because it was going on during a period of time like where like the song goes that we could die any minute. I don't look to the sky because the sky ain't the limit. Like it was going through a period of time where like a lot of people over like in the Newark area were like dying and shit, and like people were getting shot. Like the Newark, like West Orange, not West Orange, like East Orange, Orange area. A lot of people were getting shot when like, and people were young people. A lot of young people were dying. So I was like, all right, this song like perfectly fits this moment in time. Like, and everything happens for a reason. Yes, it did specifically fit that moment in time, and maybe it didn't become the one for a reason. Like, that's beyond me just not putting in enough effort into it. But like, I didn't put enough effort into it, but I really did believe, like, with all my hearts of hearts, that shit was gonna be on the radio, shit was gonna be everywhere. But like, all that matters, like when I made it in March, which I made it in February, which it was made before Blind Eyes was released and probably made around the same time as Blind Eyes. And like, I don't know, I just like, I knew what it was capable of doing, but I don't know, something in me was just like, yo, I'm gonna make sure this shit happens. Like, I'm not gonna sit back and be like, oh, this is the one, because that's not how it works, bro. It's just not how it works. If you're an artist, is this the camera? If you're an artist, that's not how it works, bro. I mean, it does. Like, if you're like if you're lucky. But like, not everyone is lucky, so you just gotta work hard. That's just not just gonna happen for you, bro. You gotta do it.
Like, there's less luck than people think too,
bro. Like, people just see Lil Nas X and like, and be like, and that's what a lot of artists do. They be like, Lil Nas X just blew up. All right, that's like 1 out of 7 billion people on this earth. Like, how many people have the Lil Nas X story, and then how many people who did blow up like that stayed like that? Because if you have that luck, and it just happened by luck, chances are you weren't really working that hard. You just had that hot song, it just popped out, and then, okay, it happened, and you're just soaking in this moment, and you weren't really, you're like, oh shit, all this shit's happening for me, but like,
that's almost worse to me.
Ready for it, yeah.
Than not making it at all.
Oh, like making it and reaching having a hit that skyrockets and then just falling because like, people don't want to work hard, or people want to live in ignorance, get caught up in a bad deal or some shit. Like, it's just all shit that like people play victim about, but nah, bro, you can control all that shit. Like, not all of it. There's certain circumstances that are unfortunate, but a lot of it you can be preventative, and like, that's why I stay in the fucking studio, because I'm not content. Like, you can't get comfortable, nigga. I'm always, like, every day I'm writing music. Even if I'm not doing the freestyles every day, I'm writing music every fucking day. And like, because I'm not comfortable, you feel me? I really want to be the best, so I know what work it takes to be the best. And like, I know that just because I drop All That Matters, and like, if I was sitting on my ass all summer and not recording music, I drop All That Matters and I had this plan or whatever, the next song, it don't sound like I improved. I don't sound like I got better cadence. It don't sound like my lyricism is better, or like whatever it is that you look for a song to be better. Then what the fuck am I doing? Like, that's literally how I look at it. Like, what the fuck am I doing? Like, how am I calling myself an artist? Like, you feel me? Because a lot of people, I don't know, bro. I have strong beliefs on this. And, like, not everyone is, like, extremely talented. But if you claim you're an artist, I feel like there should be an improvement in every single release, because that's what you're doing. Just like, if you're playing basketball, like, you if you're playing basketball in the off season, like Ben Simmons, we criticize him because that nigga don't have a jumper. Like and we see he's working on getting a jumper. It's the same thing with music. When you're in between your singles, it's an off season. You should be working on your craft, and so that the next single is better than the next one.
Find the weakness.
Yeah, find what was wrong. Was it the production? If it's the production, that's why. Like right now, I'm only working with 2 producers. I'm working with John Ace and Tom Jacob because nobody's production. Even no disrespect to say too lit. I go to the studio with him, but like when I'm trying to lock in, it's John Ace because I know what they're capable of, and I know that they bring the best out of me, and I bring the best out of them, and that's what I want, the best. So it's simple, bro. I feel like it's simple, bro. It's probably not simple, but I feel like the concept is simple. It's just a simple, like life is simple, bro. Life is not a complicated thing. Like I don't have it all figured out, but I know what I'm working towards, and just keep on working, bro.
What do you do to like keep your head when you're not working? You know.
Bro, I'm always working. It's crazy, bro. Like, to be honest, people don't know how much I be working because I don't, like, post it up all the time. But, like, if I'm not at my job, I'm working on some music or I'm working on something that revolves around my music or I'm with my girlfriend.
7 times.
Yeah, like, I've done that. I'm sorry.
Nah, you're fine. Okay.
This is just cool to hold. I'm like,
Yeah,
this is crazy.
It's your name. You're holding your name.
Yeah, like,
I held it earlier and I was like almost using it like a gavel. I didn't even notice. Yeah.
it's crazy.
Yeah, did you sell your Xbox for studio time?
My PS4, yes, I did sell it for studio time.
Damn.
Yo, y'all are going crazy. What? Yo, y'all
Is that
are
your
wild.
thing first? Like, you're a big, like, video game guy and you're
Bro.
just like, fuck this.
Yes, bro. I was a huge video game guy. Like, out of all my friends, like, all my friends still play video games. I was that dude, like, 2K. It dropped, like, this week, I wouldn't have been out of the house. I would have been mad if I had to leave the house. I would have been like, yo, I'm trying to play fucking 2K.
I used to pretend I was sick.
Yeah, like,
Call
bro,
of Duty dropped.
Bro.
Yeah, I'm home.
I used to be wildin', bro.
Everyone else is home too.
I used to be wildin', bro. Like, strictly just 2K, Pro-Am, working on my player, buying VC and shit. And, like, I don't know. At first, it was just like I sold it to just get studio time because I needed the bread for studio time. But then it just ended up being like, at that point, I was like, yo, what is like, and at that time, I wasn't even playing video games that much. Like, I would start just drifting away from video games more and more as I started to make more music. Like, and then I was like, all right, I need $100 for some studio time. I don't really use this shit. Fuck it, let me sell it. Sold it. Got a studio time. I don't think I even used any song. I don't think I even dropped any songs from that.
It was worth it.
It was worth it though. It's lab work. Like the thing is, like you like as an artist. For me, like the biggest thing is like I try to not have any bad studio sessions. Like, and I've had them before. Like to be honest, like I can count on like 2 hands how many bad studio, like maybe 1 hand how many like studio sessions I would be like that was a bad session, and like. I always try to have great sessions, but even in a great session, you might not use the song that you make in that session just because it don't fit that moment. Like, and that kind of goes back to what you were saying. What did you call it?
Demoitis.
Yeah, demoitis. Yeah. Like that goes to that, but at the same time, you need to like recognize, also be able to recognize like when it's right to drop something or when something just should just be left up on the shelf because it might not be the standard of quality or something like that. It might not even be you. It might be the beat or something. It could be anything. But like, I was just like, I just went through this whole process of not releasing music, like scrapping stuff, and I just learned. Like that's why a part of the reason why I'm only working with 2 people now, because when I go to the studio, I want to come out and be like, all right, this is gonna get released, or I'm working on this in the future, and I know that because it's all about, once again, it's all about planning, and like sometimes. And with me, I feel like I'm an artist that, like, if I got something I know that that's working for me, I'm gonna stick to that. Like, you feel me? I don't need to make, like at this point in my career, I feel like I don't need to make 50 songs and then, because I'm not even working on a project or anything, so I don't need to make 50 songs and be like, oh, I'm just gonna go through all these and then cut out, like, 10 and they're cut out, like, they're down to 10 and these are gonna be on a project or a single. Like, nah. Like, I'm able to say, like, all right, like, me and Tom have 2 like songs right now, like that we made in the past month or 2, and I know those are gonna be singles just because they fit the direction I'm going in right now. They're bangers. I said we're gonna drop them. Like, you feel me? I'm trying to be very deliberate about like, cause time is money, bro. So I'm trying to be deliberate about like what I'm putting my time into, all that.
Yeah.
Like,
Where do you see your sound in like 5 years?
I don't even know, bro.
I know it's like impossible to envision, but like in a perfect world, like if you could choose, you know, the kind of shit you'd be making, the kind of people you'd be working with, you know, where would you be at? Where would you be living? You know, that kind of thing.
Like, probably in New York, to be honest. I want to move to New York soon, but like, I probably would stay out there, just to be honest, because I love New York so much. New York, like I've always loved New York. My first semester of college. I'm sorry.
That coaster sucks.
Yeah, it's the coaster's fault.
I'm so sorry. But yeah, it might not even be a point, bro.
I'm trying to be respectful with it, but it's just ruining the podcast.
But what was I gonna say? Yeah, my first like semester of college was in New York, so I just love New York. But like, I'm trying to work with. I would love to work with Kanye. Like, I love to do a track with Jay-Z, some with Drake.
I've heard of them.
Southside. I mean, the usual. Like Southside, the producer, Rick Rubin, Wheezy, the producer, not Wayne. But I'll make a track with Wayne. I make a track with a bunch of people, and like, I don't know, man. I kind of don't even like look at it like that anymore, because like, I just look at it like as I'm making art and just doing what I like. So like, and that every collab that's meant to, cause like I have like people like that I'm around right now where I'm like, I want to work on something with you, but sometimes it just doesn't work out, that the vibe isn't right. So it's like, you can't really like force anything. So like, if it's meant to be, it'll happen. That's how I look at it. And like, my sound, I don't even know, bro, cause I couldn't envision my music sounding the way that it sounds now. Like,
how would you describe your sound now to somebody who's never heard it?
Bouncy, catchy, and melodic, but I use that Jay-Z rule of thumb by I slip in like clever stuff but still make it sound hot. It's like clever stuff that you don't even realize is clever until you play it back a few times, because I just snug it in there. Like, I feel like I'm underrated in that aspect, and people don't respect me as a lyricist because I do what Jay-Z does, and like, I don't shove my bars in your face, because that's not how you make good music. You can't shove anything down people's throats. So like, I just like, not in my recent songs, because my recent songs I'm not really rapping, but like, y'all will see in time. Like, and then with the Rap Olympics and all that, like, I had mad bars that was just sitting under, but I'm dropping a freestyle. Y'all will see what I'm talking about. I'm dropping a freestyle to Hard by TK, like this week or next week or something. And then yeah.
Did you worry doing the Rap Olympics about like burning out, or maybe just like, you know, hitting a point where you didn't want to do it anymore and then commit to it?
Bro, yeah. I mean, like, I didn't worry about it. I mean, like, it happened, like, where I was just like, ew, it's hard. Like, but, like, that was really towards the back end. I was like, it's hard to get these verses out, bro. I'm tired, like. And, like, that's why towards the end, I was just like, because at first, literally, was just me and my shorty be working, bro. My shorty would just record, like, the ones that was front camera, my shorty would just record all the videos. I'll just pull up on her whenever, if I got done with work or if I got done with a session, like, yo, we got to record this Rap Olympics freestyle. Sometimes we were recording 2 videos in a day. Like, we was going crazy. And, like, at first, I feel like it was really easy. But then once you get past, like, day 15, day 16, you like, damn, like, that's when I was like, I had to have her check me, like, yo, is this corny? Am I just reaching, just try to get a bar just to make this seem like, yo, I can really rap, like
how many words are there?
Yeah, like, am I using too many syllables right now? Like,
yeah.
Like, I had to, like, man, it was just, that was a journey, to be honest. Like, it was, literally, it's a challenge, it's challenging, but, like, it made me so much better, because like during that time I wasn't making music, and then rapping and making music is 2 totally different things. Like, they're not one and the same. So like, like coming back to making music, like I was just catching right now I'm just catching mad crazy flows and mad crazy melodies because of that repetition.
Yeah.
Like I was
Built
doing.
the callus.
Yeah,
you're
exactly.
there. Yeah.
Exactly, bro.
That's tight. So if you had an ideal day off, you could do whatever the fuck you want with it. What are you doing?
Bro, I don't be taking days off, bro.
But you need like one day off.
One
you
day
know?
off.
Yeah.
I'm trying to go out of America, go somewhere new.
See something.
Yeah.
Because I think like
Eat some
like
good
work
food.
balance is like really important.
Nah, it is.
Just for inspiration and shit.
It
like
is.
you know,
It is.
seeing some life.
Yeah.
You know, just so like bring some shit in.
Nah, bro.
Not saying you're not doing it, just like, you know,
Yeah, nah.
in general,
definitely.
like just from like hearing, you know, like artists that are like established and shit.
Yeah, nah,
I've always
definitely.
heard there's like
You need to take that.
it's like you need to have those years where you're just grinding, but then like once you're there, it's like you
need
gotta
to take a step back,
yeah.
bro. And
Yeah.
like I be thinking about that, like once like I reach like obviously I'll never reach my last goal, but once I reach like a pinnacle, like a real pinnacle where I can be like, but to just sit back for like a couple weeks and just mac, and like I can't wait for that moment. But like yeah, bro, work balance is very important because I've gotten a lot of times where I've just like had anxiety attacks because I was working too much, or I would just like I would have to be in bed for a week. Not for, obviously I'd be still going to work, but like I couldn't be like, but I had to let my body rest up because I was wilding like for too many consecutive months. You just been wilding. So like I think I do a good job of that because I've burnt out so many times, so I know like how I need to have myself rested, like when I need to not be working, when I need to be working. But like
just like eating right,
Eating-
exercising,
exactly,
like
bro.
you'll have way more energy.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like eating right is like, especially when you're on the move, it's like, yo, I can't really eat at home right now. I gotta go somewhere. Let me eat some McDonald's or some shit, or eat eat some Popeyes or some shit. Like, you gotta have that diet because that's your fuel, man. You gotta like. So I'm trying to make more of a point to eat healthy and shit.
Shit's
like,
tough when you're out though.
Yeah, it's bro, it's
'Cause
hard.
It's not as healthy as it would be at home. There's gonna be more salt. There's gonna be
Exactly.
a lot more shit in there.
I had Taco Bell today and I felt like shit up until
Damn.
like
Yeah, no,
45
Taco
minutes
Bell?
ago.
That shit makes you feel terrible, bro.
That's the healthiest fast food too. I read that somewhere.
Wow.
It's true.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't know if I believe that shit, but
You can't eat the Taco Bell beef. I always tell everybody, if you're eating the beef there, then
Yeah.
you're asking for it.
You just do the beans, right?
I just do beans, yeah.
All right. I mean that works. That
I've
works.
eaten the beef
man.
on accident, but
Yeah, I've eaten the beef.
and the beans still made me feel like shit today.
yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. I feel like
Yeah,
it's
what
just
can you put in
everything.
a bean? Like, how do you fuck up beans?
I don't know. Employee morale, I think, is really what that
Little-
is.
Yeah, that's a good
Like
point.
in-
How
Paid
shitty is
enough.
everyone feeling
Yeah.
there is going to be how shitty you feel later.
I was like in a McDonald's. It's like in a McDonald's, like I don't know. It was definitely cold, but I just remember I like watched this kid quit, and I felt it so much.
Tasted like he quit.
Yeah, dude, it was like
It's
the
like
last.
a quitter made these shits. Like,
Yeah, like you always see like on Twitter, like McDonald's, like they'll forget the burger. It's like, come on, man.
oh shit, I ain't never seen that. That's wild.
You have to really hate your job.
No, but you're just like, bro, I'm just giving bread and lettuce and secret sauce.
You ever had a bad job?
Yeah. When I was working at Banana Republic, it was the worst job ever. Fucking terrible job.
Damn, man.
Sucked ass, bro. I mean, it
Banana
was just
Republic.
a regular retail job, but like
Retail's the worst, though. That's the
shitty, bro. Shit's ass.
deal with
Yeah,
the
I've done
dumbest
food in
people.
retail, and like food goes
Nah.
by quicker.
I never done food, bro. I was like, that was something I told myself when I started looking for jobs. I'm not working fast food, bro.
I did it now. Like I'm doing it now.
Really? You like it, bro?
No, I don't like it.
Yeah, nobody like their job. Like,
Yeah.
I was at work a couple of months ago. But this guy came up to me and you ever see Scary Movie?
nah.
With like the waiter, he's got like he's like their butler.
Oh
He's
yeah,
got
yeah,
like,
nah,
a gimp
nah.
pan.
I've seen that.
You seen that? Yeah, so this guy had one of those little gimp pans.
Ah, dude.
And
But that's when you're not supposed to laugh. You're supposed to be mature, bro.
Yeah,
I
but
wasn't
it's like-
sure. I had a great conversation with the guy, and he's just like telling me about himself. And at the end of the conversation, I'm like, "Oh man, it's nice to meet you. My name's Danny."
Oh,
and I
I
like
know.
put my hand out,
You were the worst. Worst, son.
and then
Did you just reach up and?
no, he reached in.
Like, going?
Struggle with that, man.
Dude, if I saw that, I'd have to leave the room.
Yeah, I would have melted so bad.
Not his fault, but I used so much hand sanitizer, dude. It was,
Yeah.
that's why, you know.
I I've delivered food, and like I always feel like a little worried right before the door opens that they're just gonna look like too scary and like I'm gonna react
Be dirty or
rudely.
something, like,
Yeah.
That's something I can't handle that, bro. Like,
Yeah.
Delivering a pizza, you
like,
drop
just-
it.
Yeah, like, or like you just show up to a person's door and they just on some weird shit. Like,
Yeah.
having to show up to random people's doors and shit. I'm fucking with that shit, man. Like,
Yeah. No, it's interesting. It's interesting.
It has
You
to,
get
bro.
a
You got
get a
some
peek.
stories.
Yeah. I don't have anything like too crazy, but it's just like you just get this like little 30-second peek like into their house. like
some wild shit. You be like, all right, let me just mind my business.
yeah. I will walk away.
It's always the best when you're delivering a pizza and you just smell pot and it's like somebody really old.
Oh, that's awesome.
Oh, yeah, I've smoked out the pizza
get
dude
it.
before.
Really?
Yeah, because I didn't have money. But like every stoner, I had weed.
That's
like-
a fucking awesome idea, bro.
Yeah, I was probably like 18.
I would
It's
take
like
that shit.
and the dude was so happy.
I pull up, I'm like, you trying to smoke? Fuck it, man. I'll take money out of my own pocket.
Fuck it, I hate my job anyway.
Just roll up enough, man. And we,
I was just smoking the car. Might as well just sit here.
Yeah.
Or we can box my shit if you want.
Yeah.
No, that would be a good part of being a delivery man, because I'll probably be high as hell all the time. Just
Yeah. Yeah.
high as
Yeah, dude. Like,
Makes
or like
sense.
one of those like they were in Half Baked, and I think they still exist. Like
Yeah.
in New York, like the bike weed delivery.
Oh,
guys.
yeah, yeah. Yo,
That's a life.
Bro, I used to have them niggas pulling up to my boy's crib all the time. But like, it's funny because like, I did it like 3 times and they never gave me my fucking free joint. Like, I was supposed to get a fucking free joint.
They did
And
that in Half Baked too.
They just never gave it to me, bro. And I used to get mad as hell. Like, because you don't text the person who's delivering. You text somebody who's like overseas, and I'd be like, yo, where the fuck is my free joint? I'd be mad as hell. I'm thinking in my head, like, yo, we can just jump this nigga, bro. They don't
Gotta fly
like
to the Philippines.
just flat out beat his ass up and then get an 8. Like,
I was in LA, and like you could just order the shit online.
Yeah,
and
that's
like
fucking fire.
it took like 45 minutes. It was crazy.
That's fucking
And then
good.
like the dude pulled up and like. You know, I like sign for my car, and he just starts walking away with it, and I'm like, "Hey, hey!" And he's like, "Oh, sorry,
like, my bad,
dude."
I'm stoned, bro. Nah, do your job.
Yeah, yeah. No, shit's like interesting out there because you'll be like,
Nah, LA
like
is fucking awesome.
it's like, is this conversation awkward, or is like this person just too high?
Nah,
you don't
probably
know.
lie, bro.
Yeah.
Awkward.
I was like,
Yeah.
Real awkward.
I was out smoking in front of a 7-Eleven. Some dude just pulled up on me. He's like, "Let me get a hit of that, man." I'm like, like shit, dude. Fine. Like,
Nice to meet you.
that's just how it is out there. That shit's crazy.
Yeah.
man.
If it's the cop,
weed
you
is
just
fucking
it's the cop, you just jump into some water. The cops can't swim.
Word.
That's true.
I read that on Wikipedia.
No, if you can swim, you can't become a cop in New Jersey.
Damn,
You're not
dude, you
allowed
know
to
shit.
swim. Yeah, I know. I did my research before this one. I knew we were gonna talk about cops. So.
That's dude, I'm gonna just only do illegal shit by lakes.
Word.
No, even a swimming pool, like above ground. No, you don't want to do above
Yeah.
ground,
But underground,
Yeah.
but hot tub. Yeah,
Yeah.
you're fine, dude.
it's a go.
Gotta go back.
Anything like murder, all that shit.
He knows,
Dude, I killed him in a hot tub.
Call the Coast Guard. Like, bro,
Yeah, so
you
you call
can't
the
do
Coast Guard.
shit, bro.
That's why they have the Coast Guard.
They can't even swim.
For
They're on
all
boats, dude.
water-related or nearby water-related incidents.
So what do you do if you need help in water?
Sharks. I don't know.
Word.
Dolphins.
Dolphins are an
My
ally.
boy is a dolphin, you know. I just be calling him.
Yeah.
Ever, you know.
We used to call this dude Danny Dolphin.
Word.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
had a
dude,
big
that's-
Sounds like a
underwater
great dude.
theme.
Great dolphin.
Like he was Octopus Prime. I was Danny Dolphin.
That's
We were
hard.
gonna
Shit was
drop the next
crazy,
day.
dude.
Never worked out.
I'm looking forward to that. I need
It's
that.
never come
No,
out, but
God,
no.
no.
Holy shit.
No. There was one song and it was terrible.
I think we used a SpongeBob sample.
I appreciate the honesty.
Yeah, dude. I mean, it was like 4 years ago. Yeah, 3-4 years ago. It's fine.
Word.
Yeah. So, what were you into as a kid? Like cartoons?
Cartoons and video games.
There you go.
And like documentaries sometimes and shit. I'm like, I had this really weird thing where I like to, don't judge me, bro. I only smoke
judging.
weed, but like I like to watch shit about like hardcore drugs. Like for some reason that shit interested me.
Entertaining.
It's just entertaining as fuck.
Yeah. But it's like such a problem. But you're just like, damn, I'm riveted.
Word, like it's just fascinating. Like niggas is dying because of this shit. Like
Those PCP documentaries
awesome.
are always like.
dude's like, oh,
Dude,
like
there's that-
ripping off their shirts and shit.
This
Like, yo,
connects.
for some
'cause
reason.
there's this dude who like I've seen him on like a Vice like interview, and he's like the PCP guy, and like he believed that like PCP was the key to like speaking to dolphins, and like
Who can say it isn't?
yeah, he can. That dude knows whether he talked to dolphins or not.
Bro, he was just high out of his fucking mind.
Yeah.
That could just be the PCP, maybe, but
Nah, me and my
Small
shorty was
chance.
watching this shit about this dude who like he went into like the rainforest and shit or something. He was in somewhere in South America, like on a fucking lake for like a fucking week to get like some poison from a frog that got.
Oh, I've seen that shit. It's that dude.
That
It's like he's got the
skinny-
glasses. Hamilton. Yeah, that dude.
What the fuck is wrong with that
Yeah.
dude? Son?
Yeah.
They just got him like as the designated drug addict.
I saw him.
He just looks terrible. Like bro looks like
He
I would not sit down to eat dinner with that man. He looks fucked up.
he was in like South America. No, South Africa.
Yeah.
And he was doing like it's like a drug that helps with HIV, and like they were just taking it to get high.
I'm like, you just be doing random shit. Like, you don't even need this.
Do some normal
You
shit.
could just go to the ghetto and just
Cocaine.
cop some heroin. Like, do some regular shit. Like,
Yeah. You're freaking us out. You're freaking out the family.
Like, they better be like paying this dude. I don't know.
They're probably paying him all right.
Dude, yeah.
You know?
He's not getting paid that good,
Yeah.
man. He's not
Yeah.
eating good.
He's
He
like
probably just doesn't have an
Not eating.
appetite. Like,
no way he's
dude,
eating.
that dude looks like he doesn't eat.
bro, dude is like, I'm skinny. Dude is like twice as skinny as me. Like, that shit is disgusting, bro.
Yeah, fuck him, dude.
Fuck that guy.
No, I'm kidding. No, he's probably
probably
dope.
cool,
Yeah, I
but-
want him on.
Yeah, bring him on. We'll entertain-
Frogs today,
He
boys.
might, he might pass out on the couch, but like, it'll be funny.
We might all pass out.
It's like, dude, what are you on? Frog again?
Frogs, some cocaine,
Good frog.
Dude, I would freak out if I was
touch of
at,
LSD. I'm just smacked out of my mind right now. Keep it a buck with you.
you're in like a party, like some dude's like coming out of the bathroom with a frog.
Inject this frog's blood into yourself.
Swallow this frog, dude.
Like, bro,
Trust me. I'm on Vice.
that's how he sounds. That's how
That was like they would always do that shit too, like with
He'd be like-
the rap documentaries where they would just like send like a 5'3" nerdy white dude like to hang out with Gucci Mane or the Migos.
What?
Oh, this is the trap, huh?
Yeah, and he's just like he's just yeah, he's so afraid the entire time, but pretending not to be.
Be like,
Oh,
Yeah.
it's just awkward as hell.
Yeah. No, it's kind of awesome though. Like just
Yeah,
like
no.
just seeing someone that uncomfortable covering it.
Yeah, and just trying to be cool.
Yeah. I don't even think he was trying to be cool. He was just like, please like me,
Please be my friend.
Mr. Keefe.
We're trying to get someone like super uncomfortable on the podcast, you know? Someone that's
Word.
just really not.
That would be funny.
We're trying to
Yeah.
get someone that doesn't speak English and just see what we can
Just
do with that.
ask him whatever.
Yeah, like call it like
Yeah.
Lost in Translation and just like see where we can get.
That'd be
you know?
a great idea. You probably could go viral off that.
Show him some titties and just have, thumbs up, thumbs down. I'm assuming it's gonna be a guy because
Who knows though, man? Who knows?
'Cause I don't think any girl would be with that shit.
Yeah.
sure.
And it's like, how do we even let them know what we're doing?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm in this room with a bunch of dudes. Like, I don't know
There's
what the
lights.
fuck's going on.
They gave me 15
Cameras, like,
bucks.
I don't know what the fuck's happening. There's a couch. Like, what the fuck's going on?
There's mad frogs everywhere.
All these kids like frogs. I gotta leave.
Seems cool.
I gotta leave. Fuck, man.
Perfectly good PCP at home. I'm gonna get out of
So
here.
I'm just gonna go do that by myself.
Fuck.
Start ripping my walls apart.
Fuck this weed. Fuck y'all. I got my BCP at home.
Go out on the street, start screaming out.
Getting naked and shit.
Start punching cops. Yo, what about that fucking like what was the dude on who ate dude's face?
Oh, that was the bath salts.
What the fuck is good with that, bro? I was watching some videos like of what they be doing down in Florida, bro. Like
Too much.
Everything.
some dude was like smacking his head on the fucking front of like a bus and shit, and niggas started screaming. I'm like, oh nah, I don't want no parts of whatever the fuck this nigga is doing, bro. This nigga wildin', like yo.
Yeah, dude, I would be a mile away as quickly as
Bro,
possible.
like if you can consume something that can like make you start hitting the front of a bus, like
Yeah,
What are
damaging
you
your
doing
brain
before
further.
that? You know? What are you doing right before that?
What went
What
wrong?
was your life?
Yeah.
In general, what is your life story that you got to that point where you was like going to do this drug that's going to make me insane, like literally insane. It's not a joke.
Like, I don't think it's probably not like, damn, wake up in the morning, like, you think about the end result. It's probably just like, fuck, like, this is what I got.
Just looking at a frog, looking at yourself in the mirror. Looking at the frog,
I mean, we
looking
all
at
had
yourself
those
in the
moments
mirror.
with weed, I guess. Like,
Yeah, like, yeah, with any vice, it's like, you know.
you're just like, fuck it, I'm about to smoke a lot of this weed. I know I'm not gonna be productive at the end of the day, but still, you gotta know your limits, man. You gotta know, like, that shit ain't for you, man.
It's not for everyone. You smoke with some people, it's like, please don't.
Please stop.
Yeah.
Put
You
the
fucking-
blunt down.
Don't pass.
Yo, I remember, I was at Phace, and then this one girl would, like, she just was awkward as hell. But like we tried to be inclusive and shit, so we just had her smoke, and she was just tripping balls, being paranoid as fuck, just talking. Have you ever had someone just blow the fuck out of your high? Like,
I've had people tell me I laced the weed. I'm like, it's
bro,
good weed.
It's gas. It's fucking gas. It's fucking how it works now. This shit don't feel like weed no more. But like, it's so fucking gas.
Yeah, dude.
Bro, like, this shit don't feel like weed no more sometimes, bro. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I mean, it feels like weed, but it's just like,
yeah, dude, it's different.
that shit is different now.
Like, from the first shit I picked up, it's like,
now, bro,
it's a level up. It's the final
my head
Pokemon.
be like, this motherfucker fried as a bitch.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Forget
damn,
what
so
thoughts
this-
are.
Can't even think of shit. Can't even talk. Like,
You just sit back and wait for a thought.
just yell it out. Like, bro, I love that shit though. That shit's great.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's good to be a little paranoid. I think it's good to be like a little uneasy, just like occasionally.
Occasionally.
And yeah, just to like, it's good to like get too high, freak out about your life, and then be
And
like,
then
okay,
realize,
this is where I adjust.
I was just high.
Or I was just tripping.
Nah, a lot of times just be like, damn, I was just high as hell. Being on some paranoid shit.
Yeah.
Now I'm chilling.
Yeah.
Now,
That's how it is.
Now it's the morning after. I'm still a little high, but I was wild.
Now I'm just hungry.
Yeah.
I just want to eat, take a piss.
Someone cooked me eggs.
So you got anything else you want to plug in for the last minute of this and let people know?
Just in terms of I don't know when this is being released, but like I'm dropping probably a freestyle this week.
So it'll probably be like released a week after that.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
the freestyle will be out. My video for Inventive will probably be out, which is the song I'm performing. So it'll be, it'll be cool. Excuse me again, but it'll be
Your
cool.
excuse.
Thanks, man. Nah, but yeah, I don't really got much to say. Like we just really just trying to work, man. Just gonna show it with the music and with the releases. You feel me?
Of course, bro.
And we got
This was dope. This was fire, by the way.
and we got a
man.
performance with him coming out pretty much the same time as this. Make sure you check that out too if you watch this.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Peace, guys.
Babyface, everybody.
Peace. Thanks, guys. She was overstimulated.
Overstimulated. Overstimulated.